Welcome to Freight Logics Hub podcast, where we discuss historical developments of freight logistics in Kenya and East Africa. I'm your host, George Kidenda.
Like a sea license in the coast, going up the coast, and then again another name somewhere else. Change the plate. That was the biggest issue. Anyway, it continued, and from this, and while we were working for Notco,
Yes.
1965, we were just, by that time I was in partnership with Mr. Malkit Singh,
Okay.
He was carrying our goods. There were others as well. So he and myself, we became partners. And Yash Sharma also. We had a company known as Yash Sharma and Company. Another one was my personal name. And so while we were doing this business, our transport, then the transport went a little down. So we were thinking it will go now, 1965. And before that time, the port, customs, and everywhere in Kenya after independence, or around 65 was the maximum time limit for them to either retire or acquire citizenship.
Okay.
Whether it was railway tuck, railway engine drivers, ticket collectors, everything, and in the customs as well, all various government areas. Now, fine, we are doing this, and then Nevin approached us that there was what you call it, sorry.
You may not remember.
No, the word is not coming from my tongue. Okay. There was no food available.
Okay. Famine. Yes.
So when it was a famine, and when I was still young, playing around, there was one elder person near his house. He was talking to somebody. I must be about 8 years of age. And he has good money. I'm saying he was wealthy. You only make money when the country is at war. Or it changes hands. So during this thing, 63, and I said, waited. Then I said, let me see. Why? Then I tried to use those. That the country is already changed hands.
Yes.
What is the effect of the changing of the hands? You need them to be citizens.
Yes.
They are going. So they are not organized.
Okay.
Because let us not forget, British time, colonial, there were classes.
Yeah.
Zungu, Indian,
Warabu.
Arab, and then African. Africans didn't have any school. All those immediately after independence who came in power, in positions and all this, they were either children to the chiefs or what. So that is how they were educated. So that was there. So 4 classes.
Okay.
It is not here today. Those 4 classes, not even, it's only 1 class. If you're a Kenyan, you're a Kenyan. That's it. Your blood, my blood is all the same. It's only the skin color and the hairs which are different. So then he offered us 25 cents per ton per kilometer.
Okay. This is what is going to teach me later on how to calculate.
25 cents per ton
Per kilometer.
kilometer.
Yes.
And I think railway's kilometer was 500 something, 525 or something. And I said, that is not worth. He said, you do it, you will make money. He said, you don't have to buy fuel.
Okay.
Short-term licenses, they will give. Tarpaulins will be there, lashings will be there, it's all theirs.
Okay.
And that is the time, and first time, yellow maize came in this country.
Okay.
That is the time.
Okay.
So, with that one, when he gave me this, I had one truck, Malkis had one truck, and we had bought one second-hand truck. A friend of ours, known as Poretti, his garage, so we are just getting that, refurbish the whole thing.
Okay.
So even at night we would be sitting in the workshop to do it so that we get a truck. So once we started it, there were no transporters. Everyone had only a Duca. Duca, the truck is there, Duca is there. So these people started coming in. Some went to Nevis. They said, yes, go to Khosla, you will get a job.
Okay.
Oh, he may not pay us. He said, the day I pay him, after 7 days, if you have not received your payment, come. That was a big assistance to me. A backup.
Backup, yeah.
We provided 52 trucks.
52.
Instead of three months, we did for a year. And when we started, I told Malkit.
So you are now moving the yellow maize. Okay.
But no, yellow maize was going by rail.
Okay.
We were getting all the other things.
Okay.
General cargo from.
Okay. Yeah. From the port now.
So I told Malkit, these 3 months, if we put double shift ourselves, we will be able to do 6 months job. He said, fine. So we were working about 18 hours a day. After seeing the convoy to leave, come home, warm up the heat. That is around midnight past. And then he said, okay, Khosla, because he would warm up for me and him. Now, today's date, whatever we have done. So all those, write an invoices for tomorrow to give them. 7 o'clock, we are out. Take him from the, it was near stadium. Take him, go to the office, pick that pickup, get the lubricating grease, oils and everything, and the mechanic. The trucks we were serving in the port.
Okay.
Now, at this stage is where our growth came in.
Okay.
Every 15 days, we were buying truck. Now those trucks were truck and trailers. There was black market for the trucks. You wanted Fiat truck, you had to give 5,000 shillings. Somebody, the salesman or main salesman or whatever. Because at the same time, the run to Zambia had started.
Okay.
These Marabus from northeast and all this area.
Yes.
They were coming with notes in gunny bags and buy the truck. So after our 3 or 4 trucks, it was CFC, and they said we can't finance more because you have just started with us. Then NIC came in.
Okay.
So with NIC, we also grew.
Okay. Thank you.
So that is where we made our money.
Good. So now we want to move into the middle of things. Things are now running well. Are you already coast hauliers, or
We still have
you have you already registered coast hauliers by this time?
in 67.
In 67. Okay, so it is growing now. So you When you set up the workshop? Because when I remember when I came to Mombasa, you had a very elaborate workshop.
You saw this, the present workshop.
Yes.
There was one at Mogongo.
Okay.
Because in, I think, 67, then we had tankers.
Okay. Yes.
Working for Total.
Yes.
And we could not do in town.
Mm-hmm.
You know where our offices were in town?
Yes, yes, yes.
Opposite Sakina.
Yes.
So we had a place in Mogongo.
Mm-hmm.
That was our workshop.
Okay.
So while we had tankers, we were working for Total. We could add more and more trucks.
That was on the highway carriage. That was on the highway carriage, yeah?
No. Initially, yes, but then we had to change. Because we took Jahazi with us.
Okay.
And around that time, 60, yeah, around 67.
Okay.
To apply for TLB licenses.
Okay.
And Prem Prinja used to be my lawyer and a friend of mine as well.
Okay.
We were colleagues, friends. So through him we fought for application for the TLB licenses.
Okay.
So I had to guide him how to go about. It comes up to and then goes via Garissa, via Trivesi inside. Then you come to Thika, come to Nairobi.
Okay.
And for this short run, apply a short-term license.
Okay.
Then you go straight.
What were we taking to Garissa in those days? What were we taking to Garissa in those
Nothing. I was not taking anything to Garissa.
You're just opening up your routes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a route.
Okay.
So that is how I had to apply and get that license.
Okay.
So, and then Prem Prinja got a fame. People wanted to apply TLB licenses. Even this course bus and all this.
Yes.
Then they all went through him.
Okay.
So, because that was important, your TLB license. And I told them, in this country, we didn't have a transport company or transporters.
Yes.
And there was a necessity as a national issue for this famine.
Okay.
So now we have provided 52 vehicles. Now these 52 vehicles will become jobless.
Okay.
And if we get licenses so that we can serve in future if there is something else, then the transport industry is there.
Okay.
And that transport industry was not me, it was various people.
Yeah.
So everyone will expand and will do whatever they want. So that is how we got TLB licenses.
Okay.
And then there was a lot of it, run for short term, run for this, that is.
Okay. But all this time, Your Highness, you are basically carrying foodstuffs, raw materials for factories and the rest of it. How did you get into the project? How did you start handling project cargo?
Okay, during that time, there were some projects, but which were basically being done by Express.
Express, yes.
Then we decided to do something. There was Coca-Cola who had brought their bottle washing machine.
Yes.
And it had to go to Kisumu. It had to go to Kisumu. So I had an Italian transporter also working. There were quite a number of Italian transporters during that time.
Yes.
Who would all come from Somalia side here.
Okay.
And Murjan Transport was also a big transporter.
Yes, Murjan.
basically tankers. So he opened up the side of the body and we put that in the port with the crane there and took it to Kisumu.
Yes.
So this is how we started doing. Because before even containers came in, there used to be wooden boxes to the size of containers.
Yes, yes, yes.
Households, they used to say. Somebody is traveling from there coming here to settle. The household goods are all into it. So with that one, there was, who was it? Express or I can't recall. So I was getting those and they pay you the capacity of your vehicle.
Yes.
So opposite Sakina, when I had a yard there, I had a chain block on
Yes.
the tree,
Yes, yes.
lifted, and I used to carry a lot of steel work, flats and all this to Nairobi to not go.
Okay.
So we used to bring it out because the railways, I used to use railway trucks to bring goods out into my yard.
Okay. Okay.
It was 5 shillings per ton transport at that time, local transport. Yeah, that
was much. It was much. Yeah.
But it was lot because what was it? Money.
Yes. Yeah.
So with that one, I could bring that box, lift it up again, put that steel, work up to about midnight,
Okay.
and then put that box again. So I'm paid 10 ton for the box, and maybe 6 tons I carried this. So that is where the money was.
Okay. So you really need to know how to cost. You know, when people just when people ask for rates and you are quoting because your competitor has given a price, I think it is very important for one to know what goes into that price and how you're going to make your margins. I think a lot of companies have failed because they do not do their costing. I mean, they are quoting according to the market. Yes.
I'll come to this.
Yes.
I'll come to this.
Yes. Yes.
You see, during that time,
Yes.
even the driver would also help to carry cargo or whatever,
Yes. Yes.
to assist. And there was no theft of diesel.
No theft.
Not even a drop. Not even a drop. The culture at that time was that.
Yes.
But it changed. But in my time, I had even overcome that. I used to give allowance. Mombasa, Nairobi, 50 liters.
You told me.
Going to Uganda, 100 liters. Going to Rwanda, 150 liters.
Yes.
You sell anything more, you pay for it.
Yeah, I remember that because I was really facing problems in Siginon because we would we'd fill the tank and the extra one and still someone is going to call you that they've run out of fuel and you don't know why. I remember one time I was driving to Nairobi and one of our drivers parked the car by the roadside. And he was siphoning the diesel. But I was traveling in a different car that they didn't recognize. So I also went and picked a jerrycan and and stood next to him. Then the next thing he heard my voice. Can you also fill my tank? He almost died. He almost died. So he was so sorry. So sorry. I told him, okay, I was heading to Nairobi. I was coming this side, so I just told him go and report to the transport manager. And the transport manager then I was Mesha Kipturgo. the current managing director of Signal Page. So I just told him, a report to Mr. Kiptugo, we'll talk when I come back. I didn't sack him, but whenever he saw me, he would remind me that thank you for the forgiveness.
Yeah, but even there were drivers who didn't want to sell.
Yeah, of course.
But they were being punished by other drivers.
Yes.
Because they had to stop somewhere to rest also at night.
Yes.
Part of the night or whatever. They would either cut the seal.
Yes.
They won't steal anything. Just cut the seal.
Yes.
If it is a tanker, now when you go to your depot, to deliver, broken seal, wait. Now there's a lot of issues to happen. We want to check the capacity, the fuel capacity that is there. We want to check this quality.
Yes.
Now that one, and he said, I don't want this tanker. I don't want to sell the fuel, but I am getting this problem.
Yeah, okay.
And then the same thing happens if you're carrying a container. They'll cut
the seal again.
They won't steal, but to harass. They were.
Yes.
So with this one, along other transporters were not giving. They asked me, I said, listen, to me, I'm saving servicing of my injector pumps every now and then, injectors every now and then, and all this. So to me, this is a part of the cost for that maintenance. And at least they're not delaying.
Yes.
If you're stuck on the road, we'll provide in fuel, but that delay which is sitting there, and the risk of cargo. Because cargo, and I used to tell the drivers and mechanics, cargo is given to me on whose guarantee? We are giving to you to deliver it. So we need a smooth and safe delivery. This is where people will come. Otherwise, we'll lose the clients also. This is how you have to put into your staff.
So now,
as margins reduce at the end of the day, it becomes even more competitive.
Yes.
Turnaround is the key.
It is.
Logistics is all about turnaround.
Yes.
The margins are so much smaller. The more trips you do, the better you do.
Definitely.
But very difficult when you have these kinds of challenges.
That's a serious thing. Yes.
My first roll loader.
Yes.
You remember when Signan were doing that power project?
Turquoise?
Turquoise.
Yes.
So Turquoise, we carried something for them.
Yes.
Now that time, Canatco also had a similar low loader.
Yes.
But when we had seen theirs, you could not dismantle the bogie. It's only the gooseneck you could pull the pins out. So from the company that same people who were in Nairobi, they were agents of York Trailers as well. I forgot the Mzungu's name. I forgot now. So we told him, we need this bogie away, this. So that is how they got it done. So you could dismantle it. And that is the bogie that you had seen, which you were using.
I know.
With a turntable onto it.
Because you really had to work and coordinate, because our friend Charlie, you would have to coordinate and know when the equipment is leaving Europe, so that it can be here in good time to carry that very heavy load. And then, of course, the issues of route surveillance, the issues of knowing where the bridges are weak, and where the diversions would be done to enable the truck pass. I remember one time I think after we bought the trucks for Seginon, the guys didn't take into consideration the height of the bridge at, I think, Changamwe, where they're passing somewhere there. And the driver came speeding with the container, only to see it behind.
There were certain bridges under which we had to pass.
Yes.
We had to reduce the tire
But
pressures completely low, not
yes.
completely out,
Yeah.
low, and then
Yes. I was telling Nabil how, after we'd done some transport, and you brought in the dolly, the very long thing, and because there were more shipments like that, we decided to also buy one. And the finance director was very upset that we were buying it. But he didn't know how much we were going to make. So we are having problems in the board that are misusing funds, okay? But it is just because I don't, maybe some, can we talk about accountants?
Yeah.
I mean,